What are you expecting from Carson Wentz?
Sky high. I expect an MVP-type caliber season.
Type caliber?
Yes.
Not an MVP season, just a type caliber season.
I expect him to play to the level he played in week 2.
Okay.
I mean, not week 2, year 2. A level that we know somebody has yet to reach. I'm not going to call his name because this is not a topic for him. This is about to walk it to him. Skip, I believe 2 things hurt Carson Wentz last year. I believe that injury, the one he suffered, I think, week 12, week 13, and Nick Foles. Skip, I'm coming into a season where I've suffered the most catastrophic injury of my career. And I'm also dealing with my backup. The guy that was my backup went on this epic journey. He wins the Super Bowl. He's the MVP. Now, if he doesn't win the MVP, you know, it's like I ain't got no problem. But Skip, come on. Man's human. He know what just happened. I got injured. I'm injured. Am I going to be me? Takes you a year because all of a sudden Carson Wentz is a mobile quarterback. His legs are a big part of what he does. Can I drive the football? Can I get out of harm's way? Can I scramble with the ball? That's going through his mind. And at the back of his mind, maybe even at the front of his mind, man, oh, lucky Nick Foles won the Super Bowl. And I got to hear Skip Bayless and a lot of other pundits talk about that I shouldn't be starting. Foles should be starting, and they're better off with him in the starting lineup. So I think those things weighed heavily on his mind. You know, I've done both of these. I've rehabbed in an offseason, and I've trained in the offseason. So trust me, you'd rather train than rehab. And normally, if you limp into the season, you're limping out of it because you don't get healthy playing tackle football. I can assure you of that. But he's healthy now. He's 100% healthy. Skip Bayless, y'all in a heap of trouble.
Heap of trouble.
Y'all in a heap of trouble.
Tell me when it's my turn.
It's not your turn. I tell you what, you know what? Go ahead and take it over.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because the NFC
you just ran out of ammo.
The NFC.
There's not a lot of ammo to be had.
The NFC East. It went through Dallas last year. Heading up, going through Kansas, going through the upper Midwest,
Yeah,
going to
it's
the
going
north.
to take some detours. Yeah.
He's going to the Northeast. He's going to stop in Philly.
Okay. First of all, I got to take issue with the producers who started off with like 4 straight highlights of Carson Wentz.
Why wouldn't he?
Throwing touchdown passes against my Dallas Cowboys. And I have one question.
Did that happen?
I have one question for the producers. Who won both those games last year?
Who said it was last year?
Oh,
that might have been the year before.
Maybe it was. I didn't
highlights don't have a shelf life.
Here you go
Look
again.
Show them again.
Stars in the moon.
Oh, but that's nice.
It's okay. You can have that one, and you can have that one.
Wow.
You can have all of these. Have another one because you took the L. You lost twice to the defending
You can't prove it. You can't prove it. Look at this. Look at Skip.
Who won the division last year? I think Dallas did.
You won't win it this year, though.
You know what? Get used to that right now because you're not going to
Get
see
used
much
to that.
of it. Yeah.
Byron Jones chasing, like rerun behind that truck on what's happening.
Now, for my answer to this question.
What do you expect?
I actually feel sorry for Carson Wentz.
Why?
Well, almost. I almost feel
Yeah,
sorry.
whatever.
As much as I'm capable of getting close to feeling sorry.
You're on the verge.
Because he has the weight of the NFC East world on his shoulder pads now, and especially the Philly Nation world, and it is a loud, strong world. It can be a vitriolic world. And he is going to be expected to take back over the East the way Nick Foles has taken over the last 2 playoffs, because that team rode the magic of Nick Foles into the last 2 playoffs, and one resulted in a Super Bowl MVP performance by Nick Foles and a championship over Brady and Belichick. And last year, if Alshon hadn't dropped a pass in New Orleans, I don't know. Maybe we're talking about he did it again to Tom Brady, Nick Foles. Maybe. I don't know. So now you throw Nick Foles back into a team that at the end of last year had built a shrine in their locker room to the Magic Man, to Nick Foles. A shrine. And he's coming out of an offseason in which the Philly Voice had an expose about how he lacked the leadership that people thought that he was displaying, that he's not what he appears to be, that he can be a diva, and he can rub people inside the locker room and inside the organization the wrong way. So it was a bombshell expose. He's coming out of that, and you gave him back Deshaun Jackson.
Ooh, DJ. I forgot about DJ.
Explosive receiver in Philly history. Still one of the best deep threats in all of pro football. And he's back in his old haunt in Philly where he loved it and he got pushed out the back door.
And guess what else they gave him? $128 million. Something your Cowboys haven't given their quarterback that you say better.
Right. All right, good. So that heaps a little more pressure.
Yeah,
on
no more
shoulder
pressure.
pads. And they gave him Jordan Howard because Jordan Howard, his first 2 years in the league, went for 1,300 yards and 1,100 yards. So he's a big stud back.
Nice running game.
He's 6 feet, 225.
Nice.
He can bang it up the side. So now you've got a credible running game that you may or may not have had much of last year, right?
Yep.
So you added Malik Jackson to the defense. What's not to like? I mean, they're just positioned. Every time I look up, I see a power ranking that has Philly around 5th or so, 4th or 5th.
Well, yeah.
And Dallas is always like 15th or 18th or somewhere in the middle of the pack.
Because you're average.
Okay, we're average. I accept that right here, right now, because the pressure is on poor Carson Wentz. And I even just read Pro Football Focus ranked offensive lines, and Philly has the best offensive line in pro football.
You seem surprised.
Philly.
You seem surprised.
Really? Well, okay, so now you got an offensive line, you got your running back, you got your wide-out deep threat. What is left except you got to go do it?
The division.
Right?
Division. That's ours.
Woo.
Yep. We're already getting T-shirts printed up.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, so you've already printed T-shirts. I like that. What are they going to say? NFC East
NFC
champs?
East. Yep.
Or are they going to say
NFC,
Super Bowl champs?
NFC East champs.
Really? Okay. I'm glad. I like that. I hope
Eagles,
Cowboys
fly.
are all watching. I know they watch the show. Fly, Eagles, fly. Or maybe cry, Eagles, cry, because I'm still not sold on this guy. I'm not even sure the people who drafted him are completely sold. Howie Roseman.
They gave him $128 million. They better be sold.
You know why? Because pride goeth before the fall. That's what the good book says.
I know your team not sold on your guy.
All their pride. No, we're talking about your guy right now because he's the guy with the heat on him. My guy didn't have that kind of heat on him.
Of course not, because there's no expectation.
Thank you.
They already know the ceiling.
I agree. Make my case.
They already know.
Keep going. Thank you.
Skip.
Love it.
They already know he can't break the glass ceiling.
Yeah.
They already know he going to bump his head on the ceiling and come right back down. So Carson Wentz can bump his head and crack through it.
Howie Roseman goes home every night, puts his head on the pillow and looks up the ceiling and starts staring and blinking, thinking, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sold.
No.
I don't know, but I can't give up on the guy because we traded up to get him. And we put all this cash in him because we have to look like we believe in him. We have to prop him up and try to make him re-believe in himself.
You don't got to do anything.
Really?
This is what we know, Skip. You're right. They traded up. So they have every reason to keep him because they got so much invested in him. But you guys got a guy in the 4th round. He won the job. He started every game.
Yeah.
He's won the division twice. Why hasn't he gotten his money?
Overachiever, overrated.
Because they don't believe in him.
Overhyped.
They don't believe in him.
Yeah, they don't believe in him. All I know is I believe in him.
No, well, you ain't got no money.
Do I part?
Well, you got $120 million in your back pocket.
I don't, but I believe in him. And you know what? He's doing okay because they did go get him Amari Cooper mid-year last year, and all of a sudden Amari's having a whole offseason with Dak Prescott. Who knew?
What we gonna do about those 70? What we gonna do about those 70 yards he had over the last 3 games?
I don't know.
We gonna talk about that? That's what Amari Cooper had last 3 games. 70 total yards.
How did they go 7-1 down the stretch after he arrived?
Zeke was a monster.
I don't know.
Zeke was a monster.
Okay, interesting. Except I gave you the other day, we went over. Dak was top 5 in every stat in the last 8 games. Every stat in the league.
And Zeke was what?
I don't know how.
Zeke was number 1 in every stat when it comes to running back.
Okay, well, he's on my team. Does he count? Do I get to use his yards? Is it like fantasy football, except I don't get to count Zeke?
No. But I'm just trying to help you understand why one guy has a lot of expectations and expected a lot, and the other guy can just turn around and hand it off.
Okay, so we added Randall Cobb.
Oh, my goodness.
Who once upon a time was that guy up in Green Bay's favorite target. I don't know.
Randall Cobb, D-Jack. Randall Cobb, D-Jack. I'll take D-Jack.
I'll take Randall Cobb every time in the slot for what the Cowboys need him to do as the new, better Cole Beasley. I'll take him.
Okay, tight ends. I got Zach Ertz, whose wife, Julie, just helped the U.S. women's national team win the gold. Yeah. Her husband.
Yeah.
Mr. Julie Ertz.
I like that. I like that.
And you got Jason Witten. Advantage, Miss Julie Ertz.
I do have Jason Witten back in the fold, back in the locker room, back in the huddle, leading, setting examples, Hall of Fame bound. Woo!
Skip.
Yeah?
First of all.
Wait, between Jason Witten and Zach Ertz, who's the more likely Hall of Famer?
I'm
just asking. No, who's the more likely? Hall of Fame tight end?
He's on a trajectory to get there as well.
Is he?
116 catches.
Yeah.
broke your guy's record, didn't he?
Can we do a very future case of do on that?
No.
Okay, I'll take that one right now.
You want to take the guy that already got like 1,100 catches,
okay.
11,000
I will take that. And by the way, we did bring back DeMarcus Lawrence, and then we went and got Robert Quinn on defense. We got George Iloka at safety, and all of a sudden, I'm loving my defense.
What you call him? He's not gonna beat the other guy. What's the safety that you we got a case to do on that? What's the safety name?
Xavier Woods?
No.
Oh, Jeff Heath.
Yeah, Heath.
Oh, okay.
He's not gonna beat Heath out.
Okay,
Jeff Heath gonna hold that role down.
We got a case to do on that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good. But again, all this adds up that my guy has a better, actually has a better team between the lines than your guy does, but nobody's seeing that. Nobody gets it yet, and I feel sorrier. Now that I speak it into existence, it feels worse and worse for your guy. He's in a can't-win situation.
I love how you do that with your pen, how you just do all that circling, and how you add things up.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it adds up to 9-7.
Really? 9-7?
Yeah. The Cowboys, 9-7.
You know what it adds up to? Super Bowl, here we come.
You're not going to no Super Bowl.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, think about it. That don't even
now
sound
we
right.
get to lose to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
That doesn't even...
We get to. I already predicted it. We get to lose to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
Let's see. Cincinnati Bengals, Super Bowl. Cowboys, Super Bowl. That sounds the same to me.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Well, all I got...
Improbable.
This is going to be very
unlikely to happen.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.